Hello everyone, my name is Seth Thompson, and I'm a professor in college. The year is 1891, and I am an expert on writing essays. I know, surprising, right? And I am starting to get the hang of typing on a typewriter, but I still hate it when I mess up because, you gotta start all over, and it's terrible, which wastes my time completely. And my family lives halfway across the country in California. And the only way I really get to talk to them is to send lots of telegraphs. And I really don't do that a lot because it is very expensive to send a telegraph all the way across the country when you live in Boston and your family's in California. It costs a lot of money. And I live in an apartment with 5 other people, and the living conditions are very bad, but unless you're rich. Nowhere around the city is very clean. Factories are popping up everywhere. When you walk outside, all you see is a bunch of smokestacks and smog and pollution and trash in the streets. So, needless to say, life is hard living in Boston right now. For fun, I like to go to concerts and big venues, in downtown, of course. Last week, I went to go see the Boston Symphony Orchestra. They play every month in the theater downtown. And I often get a copy of the machine-printed music after every concert that I go to in downtown. And I have been to many more, like these. I've been to many more like these other composers have performed, like Beethoven and such. I got to see his first performance when he came to Charleston in North Carolina. I was very young then, but I got to see it. There's also a thing called parlor music that I like to go to also. And that is music in the parlor. That's very different from just like your average concert hall. Solo performances from composers like Stephen Foster were played for just a very few individuals, usually in just a house or a parlor, in parlor music case. And they were generally very wealthy people, and that was how many of these composers made their living. And with this new style of music, I can tell that America has replaced the old and outdated classic style with a new, more interesting style of music that embraced the natural world, idealizing the life of the common man, rebelling against social conventions, and stresses the importance of emotion in music, which I love. And I think America is heading in the right direction now. These composers are not making enough. They're like, the composers really aren't making enough money. So the concept of music in the parlor is going away because there's just not many composers doing it anymore because they can't make a living off of it, unfortunately. But I like it whenever they do it, so I tend to go to them because I like it. And so they get it, and like, instead of like the composers that were doing like parlor music, instead of doing parlor music, all they would do is just resort to what they know and just go get a job in a factory, which is sad, but unfortunately true. And this is my interpretation of music. Appreciate it. Thank you.